Now the veteran workhorse, here's James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Big ace. Come on.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's good. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The Cardinals had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
He struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this number 1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Short one here, caught by McBride. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ace, Ace.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw is Murray. They'll get that complete to Harrison. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brings up 3rd down.
Murray now. And it is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught by Wilson. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure running. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here we go, here we go. Johnny Lions.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Cut, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Buzz. Come back. 2-2.
Throwing now is Murray. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Walker has it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 57 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. Now Murray off play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. There's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing again, Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Steady.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Walker fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Bronco switch, Bronco
Brings up
switch.
2nd and goal.
Let go.
That's a 2-yard.
Again, Walker. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready, break!
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 40.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
Omaha.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Wilson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
Connor going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35 5-yard
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Walter Nolan brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That gets him the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready? 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready?
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Get it!
They'll try and run Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here it is. 4th and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cardinal.
Charles, you think about